and preparing. Okay. And we are in here, everybody. Hello, I hope that you all are doing well. All of our YouTubers and subscribers, what I want you to do is, if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel. You never know who's going to be on here. And today we have four amazing athletes from Virginia, okay, the Nova Venom basketball team, the 17 youth. And we have Abba, Kerrigan, Brooke, and Bella. So we're going to discuss a lot of things. How athletics, how has the basketball world really changed post-COVID? What about scheduling? What about looking for schools? So we are going to go through the entire nine. But first, before we do that, I want these young ladies to introduce themselves. So starting with Abba, tell us your full name, position, and how long you've been with the team.
Okay, so my name is Aberqueno. I've been here for I'm a junior currently, and I've been here for 1 year, but it feels like I've been here for a long time.
Okay, that's really good. Okay.
My name's Kerrigan Westbay. I'm a power forward. I'll be a rising junior, and I've been with the team for just 1 year so far, but also feels like a really long time.
My name is Brooke Razdolski. I'm a rising junior. I play a shooting forward, and this is my second season with Nova Venom.
My name is Bella Bruce, and this is my first year playing with Nova Venom. I'm normally playing a guard position, and I'm a rising junior.
A guard, okay. Your guard, see, those are the people who make the shots. You also have to be good on defense. And Kerrigan, what position did you say you play?
Power forward.
So that means you're in the post, right?
Yeah, kind of both.
She can shoot
Yeah,
threes, though.
she can
shoot threes.
Okay, so that means you can shoot. That's really good. And Abba, you said
I'm so sorry, I forgot to say. I'm a point guard, shooting guard. I can really do like anything within the
She's got the handles.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
We work
together. Yeah, I scrap and they run and we score.
No, that's really good. Really good. Teamwork is one of the most beneficial things you can have when it comes to success. But let's go ahead and let's dive into it. All right. So fast forward a year. I spoke with, I think, some of your teammates last year, or some of the girls who were a part of the program last year. And I think it was probably right in the middle of COVID-19, and they were explaining, best practicing strategies and measures to keep everyone safe. But ladies, I have to ask you guys, you all are heading to college. Alba even said that she was a junior. So this is a really, really pivotal point in your career. And I want to know, it doesn't all have to be at once, but how are practices? Are you all wiping down balls every time you hit the court? You all have to wear a mask every time. Just tell me, how are practices post-COVID with the basketball team?
Okay. So as of right now, like whenever we go to tournaments, like Coach Squirrel, like he is so adamant that we all have masks, and if we don't even bring a mask, like he has a stack, like like an unnormal amount of stacks of masks that he has provided just for our team, just so that we are safe and just so that we keep everyone else safe. So that's pretty good. And then for practice, like we always everybody has a mask on, like everybody has the mask, and if it's like we're struggling to breathe or something, like we're always like distanced, so just so that we're safe, even though we know and we trust each other that we're truthful and we're not like going places where obviously we shouldn't go during these times, but everybody trusts each other and we just always social distance, so it's pretty safe.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Now, and somebody else, did you want to say something?
I would say as a second year player, last year we were only allowed to play outside because of COVID. We couldn't get into gyms because everything was shut down. But now a big transition for us is now we can get into gyms, and not just one gym, but more gyms have opened up for us, and we can play on high school courts, which has been really great for the team to really get moving more.
Yeah, and I know staying active, of course, is what you're going to need. Flexibility, mobility, and just in terms of practicing, you all said something that is admirable. Your coach, Squirewell, he has a maximum amount of masks. So listen, if the other team doesn't have some, you sure you don't want one? Let me pass one over.
Yeah.
No, but
Every time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta be matching too. with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, they always match.
Okay.
You're right here, right now.
That's really good. You're a master.
Yep, every
Yeah.
time. Shoes, socks,
Shoes, uniforms, socks, masks,
everything.
everything.
That's great. So you stay fashionable, you stay safe, and then everybody, it just deals with the comfortability level. So that's really good. Now let's go into this. Like I said before, 17 U's, this is a pivotal point in your career. What's the recruiting process like post-COVID? Because last year, all fall and spring sports had to cease. There was not a lot of traveling. You couldn't travel in between states for the risk of getting COVID. So what is that process like? Just tell me what's going on with it.
Compared to previous years, now recruiting is more online, like over Zoom. I know
Really?
personally personally, I think we can all relate, but we've had like recruiting meetings, like talking to coaches over Zoom and
Wow.
not as much visiting the campuses. And coach has also done a really good job helping push all of us out there using like different recruiting platforms, and so the schools can, view our highlights and get our tournament schedules. So it's really just turned more digital rather than in person. But I think, as times are getting better, it'll kind of be a mix of both.
Mhm.
Yeah, like Kerrigan said, everything is kind of going more digital now, but they're starting to open the campuses more often, so we're starting to like go into camps and talking with the coaches more, stuff like that. And yeah.
I would say that the college coaches definitely now there's a big platform called Huddle, which we upload our highlights and our games, and I think they definitely now use that as like a starting point to see what players are like, and then if they really are interested, they come into the games and the tournaments to go and watch a full game, which has definitely changed because I feel like they didn't use online as much, like the videos, and now they really use that because it's available and they have to with COVID. It's not as easy to attend games.
Yeah,
Mm,
and I
that's really
definitely like didn't know. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, no, no.
I definitely didn't know like what the recruiting process was like pre-COVID, like to the extent that I know now. And honestly, like now that we do Zoom calls and stuff, it feels more like individual, and in that they're like trying to get to know like us, like, and it's not like really like I'm just here for your talents and just here to see what you can do for me. It's like they really want to get to know me before they get to like know me. So I'd say that's like a benefit of having it post COVID.
Yeah, and I will say this, because when I was a student athlete, the coaches would come to our games. Of course, you had the option to upload your film and be seen, and then from there they would go to the big South conferences or the big regional conferences. But it's not like that. And people and tournaments are gradually going back to that level, but it is going to take time before we will have 20,000 people in an arena and then and they would have numbers, and so I get the whole nine. But I do want to say this. Abba and I believe Bella, you touched on a really good point. Um, you said that the coaches now are really looking at who the players are. No, I believe it was Brooke. I think you said that coaches now are really, they want to know who you are. So when you all are looking for a school, because this is, a big time in your career, what are you all looking for? And we can just go down the list, not just academic wise, team wise, lifestyle wise. What do you expect when coming on to a collegiate team?
I would expect like when I go and meet the team that it's very almost like they're accepting you immediately. And they're very nice, not rejecting you, and like, you have to earn your stripes, but you also want to feel like at home because you might be, 100 miles away, you might be 20 miles away, but you want to feel like this is some people that you can trust and that you'll be around for the next 4 years of your life. So I would say just an inviting team, and also along with the coaching staff, that you have a connection with them and you can trust them.
Oh, that's a really good one. Trust is a really key factor because you're going to spend most of your time with everybody, whether it's all of you all are on the same floor for a dorm, or you all are in the dorm together, and then you're on the bus together, then you're doing preseason practice together. That's your family. Anybody else, did you have any comments on that?
Like you said, you have to be able to feel like it's your family. You know, like Brooke said, you're gonna be there for your 4 years. You really want to be able to like trust your coaches, like she said. You want to feel like it's gonna be your second home and stuff like that. You want to feel like welcomed with the team, and you want to feel like this is like the stuff that you've done in the past is what you can do in the future with that same team. Like you don't want to feel like held back and stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say also that you feel like it's a place where you can grow. Like if you're gonna walk in there, that they'll help you get better, and you won't just stay as the player that you are now. And
That's
like
right.
they said, like it's like a family. I mean, we all got it kind of tough because No Venom is like such a family, so it'll be,
Yeah.
you know, we'll have to find that again. And also more for like the school side, like it's you feel comfortable there, like you like the campus, you like the environment, you know, you just
The
feel it's a,
people.
yeah, the people,
Yeah.
it's a good environment. So yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, like not that winning is everything, but I've come from a place where we were a losing culture and just completely transitioned to No Venom, where it's like a winning culture. And you
Right.
really want a team that has like that mentality that we are family and we're gonna get through like the thick of it, like the thin and thick, and we're gonna win, like no matter what. And obviously, like winning isn't always everything, but just to have like tie and that bond and then growing and achieving your goals as you get there, I think that's a very big factor that I'd really look for in a team.
Yeah, and also
No.
finding like a
Oh,
really positive environment.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, a positive environment, especially when things get tough.
Yeah.
Every
Yeah.
day is not going to be easy, whether it is, it's raining outside. That's very minor. But
Exactly.
it's like, I don't want to go to practice, it's raining. No, but even
Exactly.
with COVID-19, I think that you had to really lean on the people you were close to the most.
Yeah.
And in a virtual world, heaven forbid that happens again. But if you were to be stuck with your teammates, you would really have to be trusted on each other. There were a lot of people they couldn't. It was one, what is that? On Netflix, Last Chance You with the basketball
yeah.
team, not the football team. And I love that basketball docu-series. And it really just went through the stages on how this coach, he was almost to the championship. He had been so close. And then his team, which was a community college based, I believe, in LA, his team, they were just about to go to the championships. And then 2020 came, COVID-19, and it said, listen, y'all cannot travel. So even in that moment of a lot of those students, either if they were living with each other, they were commuting with each other, they had to lean on each other.
Mhm.
And that's what I think, athleticism, it builds character, it teaches, but it also shows what you want out of life. Ladies, I also want to ask you, since we touched on schools, what schools are we looking at? Can we say that?
Okay. You want me to go? Okay. Well, I definitely am looking at service academies. I just really love, the military. But it's really just it's like I am doing all that I can really to just serve others around me. And it's like really a school and an environment where you can really practice servant leadership. So definitely like West Point, and Air Force and Navy. But then if not, obviously there's like a lot of other schools that I'm super interested, like Boston University and Gettysburg College and just the who else? Like Drexel University, just all the good schools where you have that environment where winning is like a priority, I guess I would say.
Perfect. Awesome. And what about you, Kerrigan?
For me, my goal is to play Division 1, and so I've been talking to a couple of schools, kind of across everywhere. And I like Abba said, just a winning environment. It doesn't just a school that I can be successful. It doesn't necessarily have to be Division 1 because any school you can play great competition. But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For me, I'm looking at a more academic challenging school because I love school and just pushing myself in both basketball but in also school. So something that I can do that at, but also find a good basketball team that comes with it that I can participate in.
Yeah.
Excellent.
For me, I don't really care about the division or like what level I'm playing at, but as long as I'm playing basketball in college, and also with like the academics too, you can't leave that out because that's really important. But yeah, I'm kind of just like going to the camps, talking to the coaches and stuff, and just like we said earlier, just like how you feel with the team and the environment at the schools and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, that's a really important one. I really love how you ladies talked about your academics because even from the top athletes, WNBA, the Olympics, some of those people go on to be commentators, educators, open on their own facilities. So you do have to have a wide range of knowledge, just not basketball, just not volleyball, just not track. You really have to have, or now you can even just be a sports commentator, which is really good. So I think that's really admirable of you guys that say, listen, I love basketball and this is my avenue through school. And like Abba said, I even like the military. But one of the things I want to focus on is after I finish in 3.5 or 4 years, I want to make sure that I have a secure position. So now, last but not least, ladies, because you all are a joy to talk to, what are you expecting this season for Nova Venom? Where are you even at in the season?
So we've actually done really well this season. We have won, I think it's two championships.
We've won two.
Two championships, and then every other tournament we've made it to the semifinals or the championship game, and just having to fall short. But we've done really well so far, and recently we've lost all of our senior players. So we're kind of still learning how to play as a new unit, but we have a tournament this weekend, and we're all super excited for how to play, and we've done really well, and I think that's the goal, is to continue to do well and win.
Yeah, we got the really big tournament coming up, USJN. We're all trying to play together, be a dominant team, and some college coaches might come out and stuff like that, but that's not really the focus. We need to win the championships and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I would say we have like about a month left of the AAU season, but the big goal is to win USJ and DC, and that's really one of the biggest tournaments for AAU, especially at our age. So getting noticed there, but in order to do that, we have to work hard and push ourselves now. And obviously, throughout the season we have been, but really push ourselves this next month and get ready to show the coaches and win and get noticed.
I definitely agree with what everyone else said. And also, again, like we're playing in this next tournament this weekend, and we're actually playing a team that we had lost to last week. And so I'm telling you, Venom, like we are so adamant on fixing our mistakes and doing it like soon. And so we had like a whole film study. We did everything, like looked at every mistake, fixed it in practice, and we are like completely ready to just go and dominate, like Brooke said. Just go and dominate this weekend, because honestly, like we're a very talented team and a group of individuals, and when we play like we're united, like it's like a different
Nobody can stop us.
No, literally nobody.
I love it.
Nobody, yeah.
Now, do you all live stream any of your games?
No, but we just record
I
it
think
for
it's-
like film and stuff.
Yeah,
I think USJ and DC live streams, but I think that's one, because the bigger the tournament, they're gonna live stream it. But I think that's the only one.
Okay, because I definitely have to catch you all. No, but I'll tell you this, Abba, Kerrigan, Brooke, and Bella, you all have been amazing to speak with. I want you to stay on even after we end the live. But if you want to tell the viewers one thing that you just want to talk about with Venom, Nova Venom, a word of encouragement, athletes who are getting back out there post-COVID, what would you tell them?
I think
You go.
Okay, well, like you said, like post-COVID, I definitely say we've all had our struggles just coming out of it. And honestly, like everybody on Venom has a story and has all these doubters. And so like my main message would just be to work your hardest just to overcome adversity, because there's just no way, like even without basketball, there's just no way you can avoid adversity. And so when it comes, like you just got to push through it, and you have to use the people around you as well to really lean on them, because there's no other way that you're gonna get over the hump if you don't depend on those that you like, for example, that you play with, because this team is honestly like something I've never really experienced before. And I don't want to talk about my past, but like the present right now, like this team is another force to be reckoned with. And honestly, again, when I said, like when we play United, like nobody's stopping us. But anyways, just the main message I'd want to say is just if you are going through it right now and you just don't think like there's light at the end of the tunnel, like just always in life, you're going to have to overcome adversity. You could just never go around it. And so really just use the people around you and use your resources to really push you over that limit.
Can we just give Abba a hand clap? That was beautiful. Motivational speaker. Kerrigan.
What I would say is kind of going off what Abba said is just, you got to prove the haters wrong. Like we all have faced a lot of hate, not just necessarily in sports.
Yeah, her specifically.
Not just in sports, but with everything. And anything in life, like she said, you can't avoid any type of hate. I mean, you'll get it anywhere you go. So just work hard and continue to prove the people who doubted you the most and just show them like everything that you can do. And yeah,
the 3-point God is my example.
Yeah, I would go along with what they said. Use the doubters as motivators, and in times like these, you take advantage of it because a lot of people, you'll have the slackers, but be better than them because there's always somebody that's improving their game each and every day.
Yeah.
So there's no time to slack, and especially during COVID, that's the time to get ahead of everyone and work hard and improve yourself. And definitely like being on the team throughout COVID, because I was on Nova Venom during it. Our coach definitely, he pushed us to keep working out, and it definitely helped me personally. At some points you almost want it. It's kind of scary entering something like that because I was a freshman at the time.
Okay.
But I just kept pushing, and everybody was telling me, you got it. Kept pushing, and it definitely helped me now. And now I'm grateful for that, for my coaches and my parents for just pushing me throughout it, and just never give up. There's always something positive that's going to happen next. So keep pushing yourself.
Amen.
Okay, and Bella, what do you have for us?
Just like they all said, how you handle adversity. I think Coach does a really good job like preaching that to us. Like if we have like a bad loss or like a bad practice or something, he'll send us like those motivational videos. Talking about like, yeah, you got this. What are you going to do to make yourself better?
Right.
Especially during this time, it's all about how you're going to improve yourself, not just physically, but like mentally. How are you going to change your game? How are you going to change your way of life as well? And it's really helped us all as a team to come together and, show everyone what we got. So.
I mean, you are 17 U's the Nova Venom basketball team. You all are making so many people proud. We have a few people who are watching us today, and for everybody who is watching, okay, Abba, Kerrigan, Brooke, Bella, I need you all, okay, not you, but the viewers, to write a comment. Write a comment for us. Say something in the comments in the top chat. We just want to say special thanks to Ronald E. Smith. He said that you all are wonderful. So, I mean, you have a lot of supporters. You have a lot of supporters, and Coach Squirewell, he is doing amazing and teaching you all valuable life skills. So if you can, before we get out of here, go ahead, drop a comment, tell us that you like the video, support Nova Venom, and I'll tell you this, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Ladies, make sure y'all stay on, but I just want to tell everybody on YouTube, thanks for watching. If y'all can wave for us, tell them bye.
Bye.
Great having y'all. Bye-bye.